And the college football regular season is quickly winding down. Playoff spots are running thin, and few teams had bigger games than the Tennessee Vols did tonight. You just saw it before we came on the air. Tennessee needing a win to stay alive in the playoff race. Boy, they did not just win. We'll tell you all about it a little later in sports. Ladies and gentlemen, after tonight's action, we are now down to the final week of the college football regular season, and we're inching closer to having our 12-team playoff bracket. Bama and Georgia are currently in. We'll show you what they were up to in a moment, but the Tennessee Vols are on the outside looking in, and if UT wants any chance of making the playoff, they must win tonight. To the Swamp, Gainesville, Florida, place the Vols have not won since 2003, and yeah, you think Josh Heupel made his guys aware of that this week. Tennessee came out playing like a team, looking to make some history. The Vols love to strike quick, but you can't strike much quicker than this. Ethan Davis tiptoeing his way home. Beautiful score. Tennessee, they're just getting started once again. The Vols just went right down the field with ease. And forget about that 3-7 record for the Gators. They have been very competitive in most of the games they played. They came oh so close to knocking off Georgia, but there was absolutely nothing close about this game. Tennessee marches into Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, and they don't just win their first game in the Swamp in 22 years. They absolutely dominate in the Swamp. The Vols make a statement against a talented Gator team. Tennessee's playoff chances still thin, but they still have a pulse. A big game with Vandy is next week. All Vols in Gainesville, 31-11. The Georgia Bulldogs currently hold the 4th seed in the playoff bracket projection. That, of course, would include a bye, and the Dogs didn't have a bye today, but for playing a 60-minute football game, this was about as close to it as you can get. UGA taking on 1-9 Charlotte, and it was a whole lot of the ground game for the Dogs. Georgia gets ahead early. They stay ahead. Georgia Tech is next. That's on Friday. All Dogs in Athens, 35-3. In a similar situation for Alabama ahead of the Tide's huge battle in the Iron Bowl at Auburn next week. They get a chance to get the confidence rolling at home against Eastern Illinois. The Tide, of course, coming off that loss to Oklahoma. They are currently the 10 seed, but everything is still very much in play for Alabama, including an SEC title and a potential bye in the playoff. No surprise, as the Tide, they did as they pleased. They're on to the Iron Bowl. Alabama thrashes Eastern Illinois 56-0. And the Chattanooga Mocs played their season finale in Spartanburg, South Carolina today, taking on the Wofford Terriers. Mocs got down 14-0 early, but shout out to Mocs senior running back Ryan Ingram. He played 5 seasons at Wofford. You know this one felt good. Getting into the end zone against his former team and waving to the fans that watched him run for over 2,000 yards and 19 touchdowns for the Terriers, but Wofford, they were in control throughout this one. The Mocs now look ahead to 2026 as they aim to keep building for the future. Chattanooga's season comes to a close in Spartanburg. Wofford wins it 35-13. UTC completes the year at 5-7. And so as Mocs football reaches its conclusion, we now shift our focus to the Chattanooga Mocs on the hardwood. UTC back at home today in men's and women's basketball, and 4 seniors from last year's Mocs NIT champion team received their championship rings and got quite the ovation from the crowd. And it was a great crowd on Hannah McKenzie Arena, lively, as well as the Mocs welcomed North Alabama as UTC looks to get even at 500. It was the Lions of North Alabama who got things started, jumping out to an early 7-0 lead. The Mocs' first points, it's on a putback. Mekhi Richards doing the dirty work to put Chattanooga on the board, and UTC struggled to make shots early on, but then they began to fall. Sebastian Hartman knocks it down. Now in transition, Jakari Johnson pulling the trigger. Bucket. Crowd is fired up as the Mocs take a 4-point lead, and once the threes began to fall, the Mocs could attack the basket. Tate Donor on the drive, bucket and the foul. He is fired up. Final seconds of the half now. UTC up by 5. And how about Jordan Friesen? Oh, mama, there goes that man at the horn and through the tunnel. That's how you end a half. And in the second half, Dan Earl really had the Mocs locked in. Billy Smith got hot from 3. He led all scorers with 18 as the Chattanooga Mocs pull away from North Alabama in the second half. They win their second game in a row, 71-56. So that's back-to-back wins for a team that has struggled to start this season, because what Coach Dan Earl said, you got to remember that there is a whole lot of new on this team.
It's been a rough stretch to start the season. Obviously, you saw the scores. I've been on the guys pretty hard. I haven't done a great job of realizing that we have 9 new players and it's going to take time. So I've tried to adjust, but it's good to see a smile on the guys' faces, get some wins. Like I said, we have a ton of work to do, and it seems like it's going to be a long process, which I know it is, but it is good to get some wins and see their confidence go up.
And before the men, the Lady Mocs had a battle with Northern Kentucky. Final seconds of the game, Mocs up by 2, and UTC makes the stop. A thrilling end to the first game of the day at McKenzie. Chattanooga hangs on to win it 64-62 as they improve to 3-4. It really is such a special time on the sports calendar. College basketball ramping up as the college football playoffs inch closer. Don't go away. More news and weather is coming up next.